Go ahead, turn around for me.
Wait, you're arresting me? Please don't arrest me. No, please.
No.
I won't do anything. Please, I'll do the whole field sobriety test. I'm shaking.
I got you.
What? No, I have no money. Please, have a 2-year-old. Please, please.
On May 10th, 2024, a Georgia police officer responded to a welfare check call from a local business and encountered a woman exhibiting erratic behavior behind the wheel. What began as a community caretaking contact escalated into a DUI drugs arrest, raising critical questions about impairment versus crisis under Georgia law.
My friend wouldn't stop calling me, so I put it down here to talk to you. I'm very angry.
Okay, will you step out and come talk to me back here?
I can't.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the pawn shop.
Yeah, go ahead and step.
Because I have no money. I'm
Okay.
trying to make it there myself.
Okay, well, let's have a conversation back here and I'll tell you why I stopped you, okay?
I know I have a tail light out, and it just went out, and the headlight went out the same day.
Okay, well, let's
Is
step
that
out
why?
here. That's not why. Just step out, okay?
Okay.
Hey, for essential emails, please.
I just so many different areas, really. Okay, well, you win, boo. Appreciate it. Is that make money? Oh, I'm
Here.
gonna you crowds and leave some money down.
You can leave the phone in the car, okay?
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't want to do anything else.
We'll walk over here to the sidewalk. Do you have your ID on you?
Okay, it's in there.
Okay.
6582.
Well, here, let's not reach in. Let's not reach in.
Oh, I thought you were guaranteed.
I know, but then I told you not to reach in. Step over here. On the sidewalk, please.
Okay.
The reason I stopped you is for a couple of reasons, okay? She's super high. So, the reason I'm stopping you is because we got a call from a business, okay? Saying that they were concerned about your well-being, right? When I pulled into the hold on, just listen, let me, would you want me to speak, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm also very concerned because you're tweaking the fuck out right now.
Just let me know what to do.
Mm-mm. Baby, you're high.
No,
I
I'm
can
not.
get
I
it
haven't
now.
slept in 3 days.
Okay, why have you not slept?
Because my ex beat me up and I had anxiety.
Okay,
If
so
there's a police report.
I'm going to continue why I stopped you, okay? So they called about your well-being,
I'll
right?
pull over. My friend will come pick me
Can
up.
I please speak? Can we agree that I need to tell you why I pulled you over?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to tell you my legal authority to pull you over.
Incorrect.
They called about your well-being. When I got adjacent to you, you were tweaking out
I
harder
was
than hard.
screaming at him because he
No,
left
baby.
me abandoned.
You're tweaking out, okay? So that's why I stopped you. You're tweaking out while you're driving. Okay, we're talking about you right
That's
now.
why he just done it 2 months prior to this.
Okay, so when's the last time that you used narcotics?
I haven't. The last thing I took was an Adderall,
That's a narcotic legally.
but it was like within the week, but it wasn't today.
What
It was before my ex beat me up. I had
Are you-
PTSD.
are you prescribed Adderall?
My friend had given me one a week ago,
Okay.
and it wasn't when I was driving, and it wasn't today.
So what have you taken today?
Nothing. I haven't slept in 4 days.
Okay.
Stay in
What
the
have you drank
car.
today?
I haven't drank. I
Okay.
breathalyzed me. I just haven't eaten either. I think my friend threw away my burrito.
Okay. Well, I am concerned about your well-being, okay?
I'm gonna stop driving.
I know you're gonna stop driving. I'm not letting you get back in that car.
Okay, can you move over here?
But I need to conduct an investigation, okay? So would you be okay if I look at your eyes, make sure you're okay?
I mean, I guess, but not if it's going to mean that you assume that's something. I'd really rather not.
Okay.
Can my friend just
would
like
you
come
be
get
would
me?
you consent to field sobriety tests to make sure that you're okay?
Yes.
You would?
But I'm eating, so I'm shaky. Can I eat some of my food first?
Not right now.
So not eating in 2 days because my
Okay.
ex wouldn't let me have food. He put it in the toilet.
Okay.
So then this guy threw it away.
That has nothing to do with this
Yeah,
right
it
now.
does. I
Okay.
got blood sugar.
Okay. Well, you could have eaten prior to the shot.
And I called straight.
Okay. So the first portion of that is me checking your eyes. Is that okay? Okay.
I promise you.
So-
Just when you hurt my feelings and I got
Okay.
PTSD.
Okay. Are you saying you do or you do not consent for me to check your eyes and conduct field sobriety?
What happens if I don't?
It's all consensual.
Do I go to jail if I don't?
There's no jail based on the
So
decision.
if I say I don't put me in custody, take me to jail.
If you say you
It
don't,
feels like I'm being targeted by the group of kids that I said stop making fun of me in the business.
okay. So field sobriety just gives me that eligibility to determine where your
I'm not trying to
Where your
drive
sobriety
anymore,
is.
so do we need it?
you said what?
If my friend's going to pick me up, I don't need it.
Okay.
Great. Can I just go home and sleep?
Before we determine that, I need to determine if you're sober enough to be driving.
I'm not trying to drive. I can give me right now. He's up the street.
So just will you give me a yes or no answer on the field sobriety?
I'm saying if I say no, is it possible? Am I going to get arrested if I say no?
There is no determining factor of being arrested based on a yes or no.
I don't understand what you're saying. It sounds like
Feels like
entrapment.
okay, this isn't entrapment.
Okay, it feels like it's like a very tagged right now. They're making fun of my leggings because they hot
Okay.
top.
I would assume you don't know the definition of this is entrapment. But anyways,
I feel like you're trying to say words I don't understand.
I just explained it to you. Field sobriety gives me the.
If I'm not driving, why do you need field sobriety?
You were driving when I stopped you.
I know what I'm saying. I'm not doing anything. I haven't. I got completely shit on by the guy this morning.
Okay.
I haven't slept since the cops were there to help me from my boyfriend throwing me out literally on my ass. I have little scratches on my back.
Okay.
There's pictures. There's a report. I have a card and all of it.
Okay. So you're saying that you do not want to do field sobriety? Or you do want to do field sobriety?
If you put cuffs on me, then sure, we'll do it. But if you're not putting cuffs on me, no, I don't want to do it. Because I feel attacked.
I need to conduct an investigation before I can determine anything.
What are you talking? If my friend's coming to pick me up,
Why is your friend coming to pick you up? You're on a traffic stop.
he said that you pulled me over because
Yeah.
he said I was high.
No.
The kids that I
Nope.
saw on the phone walking out after me,
That's not what they said. I told
that's who
you.
they were on the phone with.
I told you that I stopped
Voice
you.
like that.
What's your name?
It's so humiliating. I know too.
You said you do wish to do field sobriety. So again, like
You're
I
not gonna,
said,
I can tell you're gonna arrest me if you don't.
I'm not going to arrest you based on your decision.
I won't
I need to
drive the
conduct
car.
an investigation before I can make any deciding factors. Yeah, before I make any deciding factors. That's why I'm asking for that.
I can tell you. I tried to beg you to press her.
Okay.
I wanted to put shoes on. I only cleaned her socks. Because, typically, no place I have to sleep is my car.
Okay.
It's been a rough day, but, yeah.
So can I check your eyes? That's the first portion of field sobriety.
Yeah, but what can you test from that? Because that's not an actual drug test.
It's not a drug test. You're right.
Yeah, and the
It's
sun causes me problems because I have, when the lights go, the sun hurts my eyes. So this one is always more
The
dilated.
sun is always hurting my eyes too. That's why I work night shift.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this is always more dilated than this one. I mean,
Okay. So can I check
just
your eyes or no?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at them right now.
No, there's a specific way I have to check them.
What? Where I go like this and this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not giving me a straight answer, so
Yes.
that's why I'm just clarifying.
I just feel like you're treating me like a stupid.
I'm not treating you like you're
And
stupid.
that's what those kids were doing.
I'm not treating you like you're stupid. I'm just conducting an investigation to determine that you are safe to be driving. That's fine. Okay.
Everybody can take everything away from me. All my dignity's gone anyways.
So what I'm gonna do, okay?
Can I take these shoes off, please? Or is there any of this?
You can, yeah.
Because I mean, I have had them
You can take them
for
off, yeah.
years, and I've fallen in the rain this week. So who knows if there's a chunk missing?
Take them off.
I just feel like heels in a sobriety test is not the best way to do it.
Okay.
I wonder how many people are gonna call or text me or tell the whole world that DUI on Baxter. There was a lazy shop downtown and mall calls downtown. So when anything happens in my life, everybody makes it into a huge. I'll deal with the plot of this for 6 months where I have no friends again. Every time.
So what I'm gonna do, okay? Can you see the blue light reflecting off this? Okay, I'm just gonna have you watch that or look at the
That
blue
sun
light.
is kind of bothering me.
Well, then we can face this way.
away from it, please.
But now I can't really see your eyes. I'm gonna have to use my flashlight to look in your eyes, okay?
Do you want me to sit in my car?
No, you're fine. This is fine. I can use my
I
flashlight.
can sit on the passenger side.
You're fine. So just follow the blue light with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? I'm gonna go left and right. I don't want you moving your head side to side, just your eyes, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Will you hold your head straight for me? And then if you will, do you
My
have
neck's
any?
been hurting me since he threw me out of the chair backwards and onto the concrete, so I keep leaning to the side.
Okay. Well, just for this portion, if you need to hold your head still for support, you can.
It just hurts really
But
bad.
for just for now, this will only take about 45 seconds for this portion, okay? So before I begin, do you have any head injuries, any current concussions?
I didn't really need this code because I didn't put charges on it, but he did sling me out onto the concrete once on camera.
When was
They
that?
have photos 3 days ago, the first night I didn't get sleep.
Okay. But can you see this light with no issue? So again, it's gonna go left and right, but since we're looking, you ready? Try not to move your head, okay?
I'm shaking because I haven't eaten. So, and also, cops just freak me out.
You kind of just focus on me.
Yeah, I'm supposed to watch it. The sun hurts my eyes. So, that's like literally. I'm shaking.
I know you're shaking. But listen, I can't check your eyes on you.
I just can't move. Can we just let him pick me up, please? I'm really humiliated. You gotta be back on the front page of the Madam Bus because I got proven innocent for that, and everybody still thinks I did it.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I just said I really
Can I check your eyes, please? You want to skip this?
I just want to go home and lay down. I won't come back out. I don't even want to eat my food anymore. I just want to go home because it's really embarrassing.
Okay, do you want to skip this portion and go to the next, or
I can't be going to jail. No, because nobody will pick me up. I don't have any friends. Okay, I don't have any friends.
Okay, just breathe for me. And you calm down a little bit.
Had a really bad few days. Just really bad things happened to me.
Listen to me,
I just
okay?
can't believe those kids did that to me because I told the guy to stop talking to me like that and he called. I saw him call.
Well, listen, can you and I have an adult conversation?
It wasn't the employees.
Unrelated to all of that. Can we have a conversation? Okay. When I first got out with you, I told you that high and shit, okay?
I was such a
But listen.
and I get manic when I do. He said I have bipolar. I function.
Listen to me, please. That's what I told you, right?
I'm a psychiatrist.
But listen. I've been around people on drugs my entire life. Okay? I know what it looks like.
He said that PTSD was from doing like that. He let me drag all of that shit.
Listen to me, please. Okay?
If I didn't, my ex gave it to me then because I didn't do it by my own volition.
Can you listen to me? Can we have a conversation?
The only thing I did 2 days ago was a shot. Oh God, there's an ambulance. This is so embarrassing.
I called the ambulance because I'm concerned.
I am fine.
Okay?
I just want to eat.
You're not okay.
Yeah,
You're not
right
okay.
now I feel terrified.
You were, listen.
I was screaming at my friend. I'm so sorry. I can show you the message.
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. Can I sit down?
What?
Can I just sit down?
We just check her for a second.
I'm
Check
fine.
vitals or something.
I have a psychiatrist workout. I can't remember the guy's name. It's been 3 years. But
I can't even do any type of investigation because she won't calm down. I'm just about to go to my exam and do reefer blood.
The officer's initial contact is legally grounded in two independent doctrines. First, the community caretaking function recognized in Katie versus Dombrowski. This doctrine permits officers to make contact with individuals when a reasonable basis exists to believe they need assistance, even absent evidence of a specific crime. Second, the officer develops reasonable, articulable suspicion under Terry versus Ohio by personally observing the subject's erratic driving behavior. The combination of a third-party report and direct observation satisfies the Fourth Amendment threshold for an investigative detention. The order to exit the vehicle is authorized under Pennsylvania versus Mims, which permits officers to order occupants out during any lawful traffic stop for safety purposes. The subject immediately offers alternative explanations: 3 to 4 days without sleep, recent domestic violence, 2 days without food, and pre-existing anxiety. These claims are legally significant because sleep deprivation beyond 72 hours produces symptoms clinically indistinguishable from intoxication: impaired cognition, erratic speech, poor motor coordination, and emotional instability. All symptoms the officer is interpreting as drug impairment. The subject then admits to taking non-prescribed Adderall approximately 1 week prior. Adderall is a Schedule II controlled substance under both federal and Georgia law. This admission is significant, but the stated timeline of 1 week creates a gap. Amphetamine salts are typically undetectable in blood after 46 to 72 hours. If her timeline is accurate, the Adderall would not explain her current behavior, nor would it likely appear on the blood test the officer will later request. The officer asks the subject to consent to field sobriety testing. Under Georgia law, field sobriety tests are entirely voluntary. Refusal alone cannot serve as the sole basis for arrest. However, refusal can be considered as part of the totality of circumstances when an officer evaluates probable cause. The subject struggles to understand this distinction. Her repeated question, "Will I be arrested if I say no?" reflects a common misunderstanding. The officer's response that no arrest flows from the decision alone is legally accurate. The officer begins the horizontal gaze nystagmus test, the first of 3 standardized evaluations recognized by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Multiple confounding factors immediately compromise the test. The subject cannot hold still due to physical tremors she attributes to hunger. She reports a pre-existing condition causing unequal pupil dilation, sun sensitivity, and, critically, a recent head injury from being thrown onto concrete 3 days earlier. Head trauma is a well-documented cause of nystagmus entirely unrelated to substance impairment. NHTSA training explicitly warns that these conditions can produce false positive results. The HGN is never properly completed. The walk and turn and one-leg stand tests are never administered. The entire standardized field sobriety battery remains incomplete. This is a significant procedural gap. Without completed standardized testing, the probable cause determination rests almost entirely on the officer's subjective assessment of the subject's behavior. A pivotal moment occurs when the subject references having told the officer she was, quote, high. She then contradicts herself, suggesting her ex-boyfriend may have administered something without her knowledge. This pattern of inconsistent statements strengthens the officer's probable cause. Changing narratives about substance use are recognized by courts as indicators of consciousness of guilt. All of these pre-arrest statements are admissible under Berkemer versus McCarty. An ordinary traffic stop does not constitute custody for Miranda purposes. The subject was never in custody until the arrest itself. Every admission she made during the roadside encounter can be used against her at trial. The officer calls EMS for a medical evaluation. This is tactically sound. It demonstrates concern for the subject's well-being and creates a medical record that could support or undermine the impairment theory. While EMS evaluates the subject, the body cam captures the officer conferring with colleagues. The arrest decision has been made before the investigation is complete. This predetermination is a potential defense argument. If the decision to arrest preceded the completion of the investigation, the defense can argue the process was pretextual.
Is she talking about valid?
Yeah.
If they medically clear her, then we'll just take her into custody
I got you.
based on our observations of whatever that was.
Which is like, she's...
I think Tori is going to charge her with DUI, other substances, and if she consents to blood work, that's fine. If she doesn't, okay.
I don't think so. Something Lewis. Yeah. Miss.
I'll sleep on the park bench. I won't go anywhere else.
Nah, let me go ahead and switch your arms. Go ahead and turn around for me.
Wait, you're arresting me?
Yeah.
Please don't arrest me, no, please. I
No,
will do anything, please. I'll do the whole field sobriety test. I'm shaking.
I got you.
What?
Yeah,
No, I
can you
have nobody. Please, I have a 2-year-old. Please, please, please. I didn't do anything. Oh my God, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Hey, look at me.
I can't, please. No, please. I swear to God, I didn't do anything. My ex had my car 2 nights ago.
Let's get these cuffs on and we'll talk.
Please don't arrest
Let's
me.
get these cuffs on. All right.
Mary, your hands on.
Relax. Relax your arms. Okay. You are under arrest for DUI.
I didn't
drugs.
do anything.
You're
I
under
did
arrest for
not
DUI
drugs.
drugs.
He trashed
Take some breaths.
He trashed the room.
Hey, listen to me, okay? So you are being placed under arrest for DUI drugs at this point,
God,
okay?
my parents will hate
Listen to me.
forever.
We're about to search the vehicle, search incident to arrest. Is there anything that we're gonna find?
Oh,
Stop moving. Stop
Oh,
moving.
sorry, I don't know.
You can talk facing that way. I'm taking your bracelets off of you, so that way it doesn't dig into your wrist. Relax your hand.
Okay.
Hold on, this one's digging.
Oh. I don't deserve it.
Stand up straight.
I don't do this. Never drink the water in the fridge. The water's still in the fridge.
All right, I just need you to listen to me. You can stay like that and just relax.
I
Just
don't
listen
know
to me.
what's in my car. My car has everything I owned. He could have hit something anywhere. And he could have been the one that made the call.
All right, listen to me, okay?
The arrest proceeds under Georgia Code Section 46391, subsection A2 DUI. Drugs, less safe. This statute prohibits driving under the influence of any drug to the extent that it is less safe for the person to drive. The state must prove two elements. First, that a drug was present in the subject's system. Second, that the drug rendered the subject less safe to drive. Both elements must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The subject does not physically resist. She complies with handcuffing while verbally protesting. Under the use of force continuum, verbal protest does not constitute resistance. The officer applies soft, empty hand control only. Handcuffs are adjusted for comfort, and jewelry is removed to prevent injury. Force application here is within acceptable parameters. Post-arrest, the officer announces a vehicle search incident to arrest. Under Arizona versus Gant, this is permissible when evidence relevant to the crime of arrest may reasonably be found in the vehicle. For a DUI drugs charge, this could include controlled substances, paraphernalia, or containers. The subject's earlier disclosure of weapons in the vehicle makes the search advisable for safety as well.
The state of Georgia has conditioned your privilege to drive upon the highways of the state upon your submission to the state-administered chemical test of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances for the purpose of determining if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you refuse this testing, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of the state will be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. Will you submit to the state-administered chemical test of your blood?
Right now?
Well, we'll have to drive to the hospital. I
Does
can't
it
do
have
it.
to be blood?
Yeah.
I'm bad with needles. I got COVID last when I was there and I was scared.
All right, so
I mean,
will you submit to the state-administered
am I
chemical
going to
test
lose
of
my
your blood?
license? Was that what that was saying? I don't submit to the blood?
Would you like me to read it again?
I don't understand. I thought it was
I'll
just
read it again.
alcohol.
The state of
I just wanna
Georgia
get in
has
the
conditioned
car
your
so I don't
privilege.
see something.
Please stop talking so you can understand. The state of Georgia has conditioned your privilege to drive upon the highways of the state upon your submission to a state-administered chemical test of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances for the purpose of determining if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you refuse this testing, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of the state will be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. Will you submit to the state-administered chemical test of your blood?
I'm sweaty. I mean, I don't.
It's just a yes or no.
I mean, it's going to be there. I know.
Okay, will you submit to the state-administered chemical test of your blood? Yes or no, please. Yeah? What did you say is going to be there? I don't know what that meant.
I mean, the only thing he does, he sells coke, he sells beans, he sells roofies, girls say drug things, and not together.
Okay, go ahead and take a seat inside the car, okay?
I really don't know what he would have put in the water bottle.
Oh, she has it?
The water bottle.
Do you have anything in your body?
Oh, no.
Okay, I just gotta make sure, okay?
Yeah, I have nothing. I have no weapons.
Okay, fine. That's just the problem. I gotta make sure you don't have any weapons or... Okay, that's good.
There's weapons in the car, but like, this is knives.
What kind of weapon? You said knives?
There's a couple knives friends gave me, a baseball bat.
Okay.
A little like, you know.
But nothing like in your bra.
I don't know, nothing on my person.
Okay. I didn't check your underwear.
This is not my fault.
Okay.
I was
You can go ahead and take a seat. You want your seatbelt on?
The officer then reads the Georgia Implied Consent Notice under Georgia Code Section 4567.1. This is a separate and distinct legal framework from the voluntary field sobriety tests. Georgia's implied consent law conditions the privilege to drive upon submission to a state-administered chemical test. Refusal results in a mandatory minimum 1-year license suspension. The officer specifies blood as the requested test. The subject expresses confusion and asks for a rereading. The officer rereads the notice in full. This demonstrates textbook substantial compliance. Georgia courts require substantial compliance with the implied consent reading. Rereading, when requested, exceeds that standard and strengthens the admissibility of any test results. The subject consents. Before doing so, she states, quote, "It is going to be there," followed by, quote, "I know." This ambiguous remark suggests awareness that a substance will appear in her blood. The case outcome now depends primarily on the blood test results. Two legal pathways exist depending on those results. If the blood test reveals a controlled substance, the charge could proceed under subsection A6, which is the per se provision. Under per se, The mere presence of a controlled substance is sufficient for conviction. The state would not need to prove the less safe element. The substance in the blood alone satisfies the statute. This is the stronger prosecution path. If the blood test returns negative, the less safe charge under subsection A2 depends entirely on the officer's observations and the subject's statements. Given the documented alternative explanations, extended sleep deprivation, domestic violence trauma, malnutrition, and possible head injury, a negative blood test would significantly weaken the case. At the time of this analysis, no publicly available records document the outcome. No court records, news reports, or department statements were found. The case status remains unknown. The officer receives a grade of B-. The initial stop was legally justified with dual foundation, community caretaking, and reasonable suspicion based on direct observation. He demonstrated commendable patience through an extended, emotionally volatile encounter. The implied consent notice was properly administered, including a full rereading. Post-arrest procedures were sound: handcuff adjustment, jewelry removal, search notification, EMS call, and photographic evidence documentation all reflect professional practice. However, the field sobriety testing was fundamentally incomplete. No standardized test was properly finished. No drug recognition expert evaluation was requested. Probable cause documentation relied on general characterizations rather than specific articulable indicators. The term tweaking, used repeatedly, is a conclusion, not an observation. Documenting specific physical signs, pupil size, body tremor frequency, speech pattern, and response times would have substantially strengthened the case and insulated the arrest from legal challenge. The subject receives a grade of C+. She complied with all physical commands. She did not resist arrest. She consented to the blood test, avoiding the 1-year license suspension for refusal. However, she committed several critical legal errors. She admitted to taking non-prescribed Adderall, a Schedule II controlled substance. She made inconsistent statements about drug use. Her emotional state prevented completion of field sobriety testing that might have demonstrated her sobriety. Most critically, she never invoked her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. A single statement, "I'm invoking my right to silence, and I want an attorney," would have stopped the interrogation and eliminated the most damaging evidence against her. Her circumstances generate genuine empathy, but from a legal standpoint, her verbal conduct built the evidentiary foundation for her own arrest. This encounter offers 3 critical takeaways for anyone stopped by law enforcement. First, invoke the Fifth Amendment early and clearly. You have the absolute right to remain silent during any police encounter. Exercise it. Everything you say will be used against you. Not might, will. Second, understand the difference between voluntary and mandatory tests. Field sobriety tests are voluntary in Georgia. You may refuse without automatic penalty. The state chemical test is different. Under implied consent, refusing the state blood, breath, or urine test triggers an automatic 1-year license suspension. Know this distinction before you are ever asked. Third, comply physically. Contest legally. Never physically resist an arrest, even one you believe is unlawful. Comply in the moment. Challenge the legality through the court system afterward. The courtroom is where rights are vindicated. The roadside is where they are preserved. By saying less, not more, let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for even more police interaction and courtroom content.